Welcome back to the wonderful world of Equestria. Today we will go to war one way or the other, for I have decided it is time to retake our core provinces in Baltimore. I got one last division just sitting around, which will take care of this little task for me, while we come in from the south fighting against the Aztecs. The border with the Changelings is defended by 2 battalions, and a last one is doing the defense on all our borders to the sea to mostly prevent just naval landings. If I have the time, I would love to create some anti-toad anti-tanks and add them to my defensive divisions. Create a special one with anti-tanks and one with more offensive ones later on, because they have quite a few tank divisions in their lineup and I would love to penetrate their armor. Otherwise it will be a slog, and since I cannot build in the Crystal Empire, the northern flank is highly underdefended. It's pretty good for us that they mostly decided to attack us down in the south. And if I can hold them in the south, I probably will wait with calling in the Crystal Empire just so they focus down on this line of defense. Hopefully also I get into the secondary defenses from the border fortifications. And now it is time to stop all the gameplay and only continue for major events like war declarations and maybe even a few peace talks, or at least one. Just in case someone points this out, I just found out I was a big dum-dum and I declared that the Changelings had a claim on me already, but that's the Lunar Empire, not the Changelings, so that's my bad. I'm sorry about this one. Well, the war for Baltimore has ended and we did pretty much everything. We gave everything to the Celestial State because every time I started a war declaration, it just broke up.
Magic makes it
Couldn't
strong.
finish the war declaration. So now our great expeditionary forces will be coming back. I also was worried that maybe Stalingrad would join Baltimore against me because they are socialists like them. But luckily this was not the case. We still haven't had our war declaration from the Changelings, so it's time to wait some more and see what happens. Las Pegasus requests our help. The mayor of Las Pegasus has passed away and has been succeeded by one of his assistants, a mayor named Sugarquill. She seems to want to continue his policies for the most part, but to do that, she's requiring our help. No, she's requesting. I'm sorry. Las Pegasus is short of modern industrial equipment, machines of many sorts and the tools to operate them safely. Should we help out the new mayor who styles herself president now? Or will we leave the ponies of Las Pegasus to fend for themselves? We helped them so far, we helped them the rest of the way. And we helped our even more troops towards the border because the Changelings are massing. They are training up, and they are massing even more. Luckily, our bunkers that we got from the National Focus gave 2 little land forts to our friends in Vancouver. So they are no longer the soft underbelly of our border. Now only the north seems to be a major problem still. But oh well, that's all I can do for now. Supplies seem to be holding, which is surprising. But I'm not complaining. I'm just waiting. Oh, I'm not sure really what just happened, but it seems the Celestial State has joined Equestria again. I didn't get any pop-up or notice. Maybe it's coming later or just bugged out. But we got a whole chunk of land and a whole chunk of army now that is ours as well, so there you go. Oh, they are too many, so you know what?
Answering the call.
Let's give the smaller ones to the guard
Answering
army.
the call.
And you, where have I parked you? don't know. But we can use those ponies. They are coming quite handy. The Grifonian Republic. Before its collapse, the inner debauchery and corruption, the Grifonian Empire was a warmongering despotic state which oppressed its many minorities, one of which were ponies. During one of many revolts, the Grifonian Republic was born under the ideals of prosperity, democracy, and liberty. The Republic has sent us a note asking for support in order to fend off any enemy of the republicanism. What should we do? Send equipment and acknowledge them as the rightful government of Equestria, of Grifonia. Yes, I will do that. Down with the evil empire. The Aquilian Republic seems to be on my side, and the Wingbardians are on the side of the Empire, probably because, or maybe not, they will fight for supremacy, but we are on the side of the poor little Grifonian republics, even though they fight the socialists. Choose the real enemy, and you have my support. I didn't get any pop-up about the crystal states, celestial states, but oh well, they are a part of us now. One of us, one of us. And they gave... Oh, those are my transport planes. Didn't know those were still around, but good to have. Let's send them up. How's training going? Training is fine. I think we can go on some more. I am just reinforcing the border.
Ready to do
Increasing my troops now with anti-armor. Upgrading the artillery and doing what I can to survive. Maybe we can even stalemate it out and they will forever stay in their little corner of the world. If that happens, we always got the chance for a preemptive strike when we say, you know what? It's time to get rid of them. Time to remove the threat. However, I am under no illusion that I'm no match for them. They still got about twice as, double the military capacity, and the civilians are even higher, so we will wait them out. We will wait them out. Maybe we can even build the magic bomb before everything goes down. And probably this episode will be late because the day is running out and I still haven't got much recording to show. Well, there's a focus I have missed. I should probably do this one, United Equestria. Whoops. Some of you are probably screaming at your monitors and say, "You dum-dum, you never any good. You quit right now. Can't watch you. So hard. Work!" Well, there we have it. Changeling Equestrian border. It is rumored the Queen Chrysalis is looking far beyond recently crossed Polinian borders. There have been several reports of activation of changeling forces around Equestrian border, including airfield construction, field training, tank rallies. Changeling officials inform that these are merely self-defense measures and that they are worried about looming equestrian invasion, mentioning that Equestria has repeatedly violated borders and forced installed equestrian-friendly governments in sovereign countries in the past. Regardless of whether it is good reason or not, the whole situation is starting to look troubling. Ponies in border regions are remaining calm, but the rumors of the changeling attack is circling around the area. Worrying, war support is going up, and it seems the war is coming. So much for stalemating it. I think the war justification takes about 120 days. I don't know yet, my infiltration hasn't gone far enough. How's it looking? I'm stealing blueprints. In a month I got them, and then I need everyone on, or at least one or two on home defense. How's production going? You are no longer important. Building up more forts. That's what's important. Where's the fallback line? That's what that was created. It's down here, and it's of course not complete. Who'd have guessed it? Well, it's better than none, but I would prefer not to ever need to use them, so... Just build some more. And we lost the agent building a spy network in Vasilopolis. In 9 days, our blueprint stealing friends are back. Let's see what they are doing. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm researching pretty much anything I can do that even helps me a little bit. We are at 11, so take on support equipment. And maybe even I should get some magic guns for special divisions. But I'm pretty happy I managed to shove in a lot of anti-tank on the front line here, so there's a chance we can hold. Not a big chance, but it's a chance. That's all we get. All we ever get. We actually stole an entire tech, so yay us. Is any one of you good at infiltration and spy network construction? Use ideology, stage Q. You can go on propaganda. Probably won't work because yeah, they are. Oh, high up. And they have not a piece of harmony in them, so that's useless. You just do spy network, and you are... We already got one in home defense, so you build a spy network on the border. You build it on this part of the border, so we got more information about our enemy. How's encryption looking? Encryption will take a whole lot of time. Well, see you when the war starts. The moderates' discontent. The war has ended, but even with victory, many ponies are restless and frustrated with Princess Celestia's rule. These moderates are demanding control of their own lives and destinies through democracy, seeing as the sisters could not prevent the deaths of thousands. They have a point, but what about the prior thousands of years? We lose political power, which is not too bad because I got a lot of political power, especially saved up for changes in conscription laws, and especially to go towards war economy because it will be necessary. It's sad, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And we got the possibility to approach our former states that left us and just ask them, you want to come back or not? In the case of Vancouver, this would be amazing if they would say yes. Issues of less Pegasus. During Civil War, powerful business interests control of less Pegasus. There's still possibilities may be solved without blood. Let's try talking. Oh, good grief, you can just force them back. No, 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 no. We will wait. We are friendly. Maybe the threat of the changeling invasion near Vancouver makes them join us, and we get all the supplies back and defend the borders. The Royal Navy comes back to us, and we can probably shore up everything because see this? See this little strait down in Seattle? Well, that's where they will come over the bridges, and we are undefended because why would we have one down here? That's useless. We need it down there. And maybe we will. The answers are trudling and They talked for several hours, but they got away, so let them be. Goodbye, Southern States. Victory with words. Les Pegasus agrees and joins us wholly. And we annex Vancouver. You're home again. Oh, they are. They were already our allies, so that's probably why. Let's have a look at you. You are defended, my friends. Alright. That's, well, the continuation of the recording. And while I was reorganizing my fleet, I got attacked by the changelings. So now we are at war. The entirety of the northwest country is at war with the center south. Next order of business is soon in 8 days we got the Splitfire research done, and then we will call Staliongrad to help. The sooner we nip this in the butt, the better. How's it going? I'm gonna deploy some more air wings, stop all the trainings, and then we see how the front moves in the first few days. Alright, the Air Force has its orders. Patrol schedule has been drawn up, and it's time for the Princess's speech. Princess Celestia's speech. In this grave hour, perhaps the most fateful in our history, I send to every household of my ponies, both at home and overseas, this message, spoken with the same depth of feeling for each one of you as if I were able to cross your threshold and speak to you myself. For the first time in centuries, we are at war. Over and over again, we have tried to find a peaceful way out of the differences between ourselves and those who are now our enemies. But it has been in vain. For we have been forced into a conflict we have not wanted. And I will do everything to protect my ponies, but not quite everything. So that's about the princess's speech. Wartime draft. What's this one? Surrender progress higher. And we get extra manpower, pony power. I'm sorry. I misspoke. War bonds. Consumer good factories for a while. I mean, I could do this because I got political power and not much to spend it since I already changed over to war economy. And the only other thing would be increasing conscription. Maybe I should keep a bit of political power in the backup, but in the meantime, since I'm still rebuilding border forts, this would not be bad. And now, let's have a look at our troop displacement. Most troops are now either the bishop type, those are the defense troops with the anti-tanks, or the horsey ones, which are the 20 combat with, standard with 2 artilleries, and a lot of stuff against the enemy. Let's see, low down to ×3. Not everyone is at war with us. It seems Orleans is still getting called in later. And there's Orleans. And we are getting attacked. How are we holding up? We are the only ones who are currently... We could call in the Commonwealth, but I'm not so sure they... How threatened are they at home at the moment? How's your situation with Windbody? Do you got any claims on your land? There are no foreign claims at the moment. Every little bit helps, so they are gearing up. But if at all possible, I would prefer...
Ponies, at the ready.
Those two and...
Move out!
Assist. How's the air game looking? We are currently winning in the air game. We get an attack from Oh, yes, the combat with is extraordinary. They are attacking from multiple directions. We are bound up in the south, though. Well, doesn't look too good. Let's see what I can do of this. Farewell for now. The small train station in Ponyville rarely had many ponies standing on the platform, but today it was more crowded than ever. Almost 100 ponies had gathered there, half of them with heavy bags filled with food, tools, and other supplies. Those would be necessary, for they were heading on a long journey from which they may not return. The colorful Friendship Express whistled, signaling that it would soon depart. The mood was solemn and mournful. Ponies were embracing each other, bidding farewell and crying. They were going to war. Twilight sparkled. The Princess of Friendship was there as well, as were her friends, the elements of harmony. Rarity, Fluttershy, Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and Pinkie Pie. The last three had saddlebags and were preparing to depart. Well, I guess it's time to say goodbye, Rainbow Dash said, breaking the silence. The train's about to go. Twilight sighed deeply. I've said it before, and I say it again. I respect your bravery and your choice to fake Chrysalis's army, but I'm worried this is not like the other threats we faced. This time, a small band of heroes can't save Equestria, and I want you to remember that. Don't try to be heroes. They saved Equestria, and I want you to remember that. Oh, and I misplaced them. And don't take unnecessary risks. We all want you to return in one piece. Rainbow Dash rolled her eyes. Yes, Twilight. You said it a dozen times. Don't worry, we'll be fine. We'll buck the changelings back across the border and be back before Heartswarming Eve. But she's right, Rainbow, Fluttershy meekly said. You need to be careful. War is terrifying and dangerous. I'll make sure Rainbow doesn't get herself killed, Applejack said and grinned. Don't you fear. And I don't even plan on fighting, Pinkie said cheerfully. I will provide moral support. Cakes and parties will make even the most grim soldier happy. And maybe I can convince the changelings that war isn't as fun as partying. Twilight smiled. Alright, I trust you will be okay. We'll miss you. The train whistled again. Oh wait, Rarity exclaimed. I still have gifts to give. She levitated clothes and blankets from her bag and gave them to the three departing friends. I made fabulous uniforms and cozy blankets to keep you warm. They thanked her and put the gift in her bag. We really ought to go now, Rainbow said. Hugs? Pinkie asked. The 6 ponies smiled and embraced each other with their wings and forelegs. We'll be waiting for you, Twilight whispered, and a tear flowed down her cheek. They'll be back soon. And that's the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching. Great War happens tomorrow, or whenever I'm done with recording and editing. So, bye bye!